Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, all of my time travelers, my crime cats, my malice monsters. See, we went from not having any appellation for all y'all to having perhaps far too many. Excuse me. This is going to be a fun session tonight. Okay, welcome back again. I am the Chroma Cat, picking up with episode 8 of our fully voiced long play of Shadow Hearts 3, Shadow Hearts from the New World. My apologies for the absence in our regular time slot last week. COVID is still absolutely awful, and if I am less verbose this week than sometimes, probably not. It is because my voice is actually giving out, and I'm doing my best to stay on top of things. Welcome, Almighty Tim. Great to have you here. To start us out with. Let's see, real quick recap, as we are once again in the foyer outside of Johnny's Detective Agency, where we have started, I think, quite a few episodes so far. Where were we? Okay, we went to Vegas, chasing after Edna Capone and Roy McManus, Patty Boy, wearing proudly the Irish flag, despite his, malfeasance and organized crime. We killed a whole bunch of people in a Las Vegas hotel. Pretty much cleared the whole place out. Johnny has a higher body count than I think any other JRPG protagonist of his generation. Basically won a mob war on behalf of Al Capone, who did not even open the books for us, because Johnny is about as waspy as you can get. He is not full-blooded Sicilian, and that's real greaseball stuff. Anyway, we faced off with Edna Capone, infected with Malice. Malice Edna, in fact, the boss fight in Vegas. Her erstwhile tragic boyfriend, Ricardo El Mariachi, has, for want of having anything better to do, joined the party with us. We did not get a boss fight with Patty Boy. Capone put one in his dome, but a 45 solves most problems. With that taken care of, I would say we are finally good to get back on the road to Chichen Itza, on the path of Dr. Gilbert, Oswald Cobblepot's evil uncle. Except we stopped back in briefly at Johnny's Detective Agency, and we have another challenge from the criminal mastermind known as Tinkerbell, who has apparently hired assassins and scattered them throughout New York City. I guess they were identified as assassins. We were told they're assassins, so I assume they're here, to shuffle Johnny on his merry way. So we're going to see real quickly if we can hunt those down, because I'm pretty sure this is the side quest that gets us the panoramic lens for Johnny. Same as Anastasia in Covenant, it means we can take pictures of all the enemies at once. Really, really, really good. Saves a lot of time in combat. Yes, we're in Soldier Dan. Yeah, Ricardo says my quest is done. Got nothing else going on. Sure. It pretty much happens that way. Like, his quest for vengeance should be over, right? Like, yes, technically Lady is responsible for, turning Edna into a monster, but she was a corpse to start with. So, like, I don't think you can hold that against her. And McManus got some, a 45 lobotomy, so... okay, I don't know where the assassins are, but I think they're there's two other zones in New York here, so let's, I think we'll start in Times Square, and then we'll head on to Chelsea. It old Chicago! Man, the city may never sleep, but it sure doesn't have a lot of variation in the pattern of its NPCs. Hey, you fat man, you an assassin? Nope, he's still buying stocks on margin. We know that Zima Jamel and his boy Bugan are not assassins. They've had ample opportunity to kill Johnny if they wanted to, simply by denying him services. This cowboy-looking, Arthur Morgan fella, Mac the Ham actor. What do we got here? Take it you're Johnny. That's right, and you're Tinkerbell's assassin. You greet everybody like this, John? Come on. Yeah. Well, something like that. I was told to challenge you to a test of mental arithmetic when you arrived. I'm sorry, what? If you can answer 10 problems in a row, then you win, I guess. What do you say? What the? Okay, now we know that these are actors hired by Lenny to boost Johnny's confidence about the whole boy detective thing. But come on, man. Tinkerbell hired mathematicians to harass us in the street. Okay, fine. What do I say? Are they gonna make me do mental math? Is that what's happening? Is there gonna be a time limit? I accept. Let the math begin! Alright, I kinda love this. I doubt. Oh, you know, this probably won't be our screen cap for the week, but Let the Math Begin is a pretty darn good intro to anything. Alright, Mr. Wizard, what do you got for me? This Professor Layton BS. Oh, 655 minus 589. That is 90. 13 plus 4 is 1722. 35 plus 58, 363. 12 is 46. 1, 2, okay, 3, 6, 10, 15. Oh, god damn. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 18 plus 15 is 33. 47 minus is 38 plus 9. 1, 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 4, 8, 8, 8. Ah, okay. I can still do basic arithmetic. My college education paying off. Let's see. I think it was Harlem. That's right. Harlem, huh? All right. Is it finally going to unlock Harlem for us? That's nice. No matter how good the money is, I just don't like lying to kids. What kind of actor are you, son? What kind of cowboy actor are you? You don't like lying to kids. That's half of what you do as a cowboy actor. Alright. Gentlemen. I don't think I have to go shopping. I think I'm topped up on all my curatives. Unless they're suddenly selling Theraroot. Yep, shopping. What do you got for me, boys? Is it their it is their starting supplies. Okay, nothing new there. And oh, we have 7 party members and only 6 corals. All right, yeah, we'll purchase another. I don't know who's missing one, but we'll find out. I agree though. I do appreciate Lenny having been an out-of-work thug and an out-of-work henchman in his own life. Being like, oh man, I'm just gonna hit up the theater scene. I'm gonna get some starving artists on the Upper East. And it's like, look, you're gonna pretend to be an assassin and ask math questions to an idiot white boy child. But you know, approach him carefully because Johnny has stabbed people for less. I had plans to meet my friend, but he still hasn't come. I wonder if this is really the right place. I heard Harlem is dangerous, and I'm worried that maybe he got mixed up with a scary person. Okay, now they're gonna make me double check and see what the actual city limits of Harlem are, because we're on East 135th. I'm not a New York local. If there are any New York locals in the audience, by all means feel free to comment. We're gonna rob this child. He has a treasure chest. You don't know the jazz club in Harlem? Not just jazz, but gospel and soul. It's got all sorts of music. Okay, no, it doesn't have gospel. A jazz club in Harlem is not a gospel joint, but I appreciate that they at least have the demographics roughly correct. Mary, who knows her way around. I appreciate the inconsistent capitalization there. They say this town is dangerous, but it's not at all like that. Everyone's nice. If you lived here, you'd know. I mean, I'd know there was a thriving heroin trade in 1927 Harlem, but what do I know? Alright, where's an assassin? Okay, the guy in the red suit obviously looks like the assassin. Harlem Renaissance, baby! I feel bad. I didn't know we were going to be going to Harlem, or else I would absolutely have a lecture circuit prepared for the Harlem Renaissance. That might be next week. Because I hate missing out on the opportunity. But since we brought Frank along to confront assassins...
But why a test of mental arithmetic?
Well, that's what I want to know. Lenny's much better at this stuff than me.
Lenny!
Yeah, he may look big and dumb, but strangely enough, he's really good at math. Also, killing people in France.
Colma of the Drama Club. All this talk of math must mean that you're my challenger, Johnny Garland.
I don't know why this guy became a JoJo villain all of a sudden, but I assume he's a stand user as well.
So you're... Yes, the mysterious Tinkerbell's second assassin. You already know the rules, so let's get the math battle started.
I knew it was the guy in the red suit. I knew it. I saw him at the end of the hallway. It's like, okay, it's the guy in the red suit. That was all it was going to be. A white man in Harlem in a suit like that, he's up to no good. I thought I did well with the math. They're going to make me do it again here. All right. I really haven't started drinking yet, so we're fine. I won't go easy on you. Like the first... Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. 160. 8. 12 times 5 is 30. No, 60. Ah, misclicked. Yeah, I want a rematch. The problem here is not just that I have to do mental math, is that I have to remember what the buttons are mapped to hit them accurately. It's combos all over again here. Yeah. Come on, bring it on. Okay, 20 times 4 is 80. 66 divided by 2 is 33. 12 times 5 is 60. 133 is 266. 75. 8. 2221. 663. 27 times 3 is going to be 81. 4. And 84 divided by 4. 21.
Magnificent. You did just as well as Tinkerbell expected you would.
Where is Tinkerbell?
Where's Scarecrow? Hey, settle down. The only info I have is this letter.
That's a panoramic lens. That's what we wanted.
Another letter? If you've beaten both of my assassins, then perhaps I shouldn't be calling you a peewee detective.
No, call me a mathlete, son.
I still don't think you're ready to face me, though. The enclosed item is your prize. I hope that someday you become a good enough detective to challenge someone of my caliber. Well, at least he's giving me a little respect this time. Hey, mister, are you sure you don't know where Tinkerbell is?
Yep, I have absolutely no idea. I haven't done anything wrong, just did some math. You can't arrest me. Johnny can't arrest you because he's not a cop. Johnny can stab you because he's got about 80 bodies on him.
Grrr. All right. Back to square one.
God, he's dumb. I mean, I like Johnny, but come on, man. Mysterious man. Okay, we can see it's Lenny. We can. There's just enough of him on frame. It's obviously Lenny.
Yes, a fine performance. Here's your compensation.
Oh, okay. They're just gonna show us that it's Lenny. Right? They're not pretending here. Also, Lenny's a big guy. Well, much obliged. You've got it pretty rough, you know. I feel sorry for you.
Oh, I do all this so that the master can learn to think on his own as an adult. It's not a hardship at all.
There is an alternate reality where we got to play as Lenny as the main character for New World, and I kind of missed the opportunity. Jackson is the man in the know. It's strange things after that he brought the cola brought elsewhere. Back to that bar and drank it there. If you ask me, he's a lot stranger than the bar. I started on the wrong half of this conversation. The other day when I went to the club and ordered a cola, the bartender said, "Buddy, if you want to drink cola, it's cheaper to buy it elsewhere." I mean, it's not wrong. Oh, wow, just stellar charts in the sewer grates in here in Harlem. All right. I think, pretty sure that, like, okay, that's a zone transition there. We'll check across the crosswalk here. I think that's probably it for Harlem. Though, mark it down. We will definitely have some more trivia and lessons about the Harlem Renaissance for next week. In the meantime, okay, with that done, we got our next upgrade for Johnny. I accidentally off camera got one for Frank. Ran into Brittany again outside of the hotel in Vegas when I was just going back to check the entrance, make sure I hadn't missed anything. She made me find a German ninja that was attempting to use mystic arts to foil her, and I got it's like demon bomb for Frank. Haven't gotten to try it out yet. We'll do it on camera. First fight that happens. We're finally ready to go to Chichen Itza. And where are we headed? Well, we are down to the Yucatan, boys. Let's see if we don't, get swept into the Caribbean this time. Nope. Wow, we are just directly to the front of the Temple of Kulkulan. Sorry, Kukulkan. Got the... What an... Yeah. Well, we got pretty sidetracked. I wonder if they're still here. Well, Johnny, you're not wrong. Maybe we shouldn't have fought a mob war in Las Vegas.
Princess, please, look at this.
It looks as if some people have gone in.
I don't mean to tell you your business or nothing. Chichen Itza is not an abandoned city or a lost city in 1927. Yeah. Yes, we made a detour to New York off of Vegas before going down to Mexico. So this is not quite accurate. There is, of course, famously a grand step temple, one of the Mayan Tolman palace temples at Chichen Itza. It is a real place. It has real history. We'll get into some of that. This is a kind of a rough rendition of it. They've done a lot better with some of their historic modeling for elsewhere. It's not entirely wrong, but the the sides are wrong. This is about like 400 years too early. Looking at like the left and the right flanks of the structure, it should be much more even and gradient all the way down. Notably, for longtime viewers thinking back to Skies of Arcadia, the lands of the Green Moon, Ixtaka, the great temple there that we when we're hunting down those moonstones is modeled on the actual temple of Chichen Itza. So funny how things always kind of loop back. Yeah, we're just walking in. Okay, we're just grave robbing. That's cool. I kind of appreciate that after all of the ways we have distracted ourselves on the way here, that there is just like no fanfare. So it's like, oh yeah, just head into this ancient heritage site and you know, fight a guy.
It doesn't open, huh? What's this dent? I wonder if something fits in it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a lost pyramid if we didn't need to find a gemstone to unlock a large stone door. What do we got? Little Iliops? I kind of want to zoom in on them. Are they cute? They look like they might be cute. They're cute. They're too cute to kill. You know, I say that, but but I'll change my mind if I can catch 3 of them with one fire blast. Oh, they're not cute. Oh, they're terrifying. They're all mouth. That's so frightening. I forget if I need to equip the panoramic lens. Probably. Yes. Okay, so yeah, alright. So have to remember to equip the lens for John. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, look over here. Smile and say.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, it's like snout and mouth. Oh god, it's terrifying. Oh, I don't like that at all. That is a murder beast. That is a Miyazaki creation right there. I can't go. Okay, 650 XP and 5 soul. I guess I'm alright with that. This is in the future, off camera. This is going to be like the next sort of like leveling spot for scumming up coins for Mao as well. So they may as well be good at this. All right. Johnny. Yeah, we can give someone else the pedometer. I don't even really know if we need it. Okay, yeah, panoramic lens, multiple snaps at once. Love it. We will give since I'm pretty sure it's Ricardo's legendary armor is the walking side quest. We will give him the pedometer. Seems only fair. I guess we'll. I mean, right or left? Left-hand rule. Let's go up and inevitably get lost.
What's this marking? Can I step on it? Johnny!
But dude, this is a cultural heritage site. I do not believe it to be dangerous. Do as you wish. Why would you assume that, Natan?
Why would you possibly suggest that? Wow, the floor lit up.
The door is opened. I see it opens when the floor lights up.
Yes, thank you. Now you gotta sprint, John. It closed.
It looks like a timed mechanism. You must move quickly once you step on the floor.
Man.
Criminal skull?
Yo, we collecting skulls. I like that. I'm here for it. Okay, arc heal. Always happy to have that. Obviously, this is going to be like, find the right thing to put into the door. And so to the what in the... I don't know what I'm looking at. It's... like... that's a Tyrannid! That is straight up... That's an alien life form. I'm sorry. I'm drawing the line. I'm also missing the line. It's a shame. That would have been one and done. They are spread out too much for Ricardo to play them a little song. What else have we got? Yeah, red bounce, gonna catch him again. We're gonna hit him with a red bounce. I'm not proud or tired. Did aliens build this temple? Okay, weak to fire. The big guy is weak to fire. I'm okay with that. Lot of health. Definitely mini boss levels of health. Because it took 100 and it is looking fine.
Okay, look over here. Smile and say cheese.
No, not 1,000 health. That HP bar really doesn't seem to match up with the damage that was done. Whatever, That's the worst that happens to me. Demon Bomb. Light damage. 4 hits. Mid-range. Couldn't ask for better. Except that critter is flying, so let's hit him with Ninja Star instead. Yeah, because it's light elemental, and it will take, like, half damage from the bomb. So, die left for Ninja Star. Should have just used the Marlin. Wow, okay, yeah, so good to know. The enemies here will combo us into oblivion. I don't think anyone has Arc Cure yet. We'll pick up Ricardo after the fight. We should be able to put him down before anything loud and fatal happens.
Let's see the new skill. Frank, what you got for us? You know, it's what it says on the label. I don't know what I was expecting. Okay, so that enemy pack has real teeth to it. I like the XP, but woof. We'll just top up manually for now. Probably use a tent at that save point before we inevitably advance through that door. But what else are we gonna... Ah! Once again, I don't know what I was expecting. Because my honey wasn't paying attention while driving, we ended up in these ruins. There's no business here. Oh, so I thought until I saw you, Johnny baby. It's a good thing you came, so don't hold back. Buy something. How did I get the motorcycle up the stairs? These are steep stairs. Looks, yep, you use the same spread as before. I'll just pick up some more tents. I don't think we have any upgrades from our boys. Oh, armor though. Maybe. Yeah, you know what? Not a bad idea. We got the enemies were hitting a little hard. I don't think we have to worry about the accessories necessarily. Don't have enough. Never enough slots anyway. Okay, discounts, discounts, discounts. Delicious. Okay, A-Team. Put on your new threads. There we go. Death, where be thy sting? It ain't got none. So I assume we put that skull in this door. We found a creepy skull. Let's try it. That is a creepy skull. That's crystal. Yeah, it opened. So thank you, Johnny. Very astute. So, like, I don't have a huge amount of trivia about Chichen. I have some trivia about Chichen. Some of it isn't actually trivia, but I have actually been to this location in the real world and climbed up to the temple that they are currently inside of. Here's a hint: it's not hollow. It's a solid stone edifice, step temple, with only a single chamber on top, which was it's a shrine. I believe to the god Chak, the Maya god of rainstorms, thunder, lightning. The clouds get heavy and pregnant, and he splits them open with an axe, and that makes rain fall upon the land. Definitely there was some human sacrifice involved. Not when I was there, just historically. So this whole Indiana Jones shtick we're doing here is quite incorrect, quite anachronistic for the actual site. Steep stairs, let me tell you. Okay, we're going to... I don't like backtracking, but I'm going to obey my rule of check out the one floor before going to another floor. That is another floor. Can we catch a couple... No, they're all spread out. They're getting better about their spacing. I hate that for us. Man. No luck, no luck. Okay, well, that's not going to stop me from lighting one of these terrible murder beasts on fire with a flamethrower. I'd prefer to do more, but, you know, nobody's perfect. Ricardo is pretty close to perfect, though. I immediately edit myself. Oh, beautiful 4-hit from beautiful combo. I love it. I love it. So I don't know. I don't know if Johnny can do 86 damage with a straight attack. Let's find out. Nope, not even with all perfects. Okay. Well, I hate to use her attack on the small fry, but I also don't want to get comboed, so. That is a terrible creature. After this fight, I need to check the ring setup for the crew. It feels like at least Frank is missing a strike zone. I'm not certain, but I think so. I don't know if Ricardo can get 4, but I'm pretty sure Frank can get 5. So, yeah, we'll check it out. Ugh. Stop missing with Shania. Will a demon bomb do it? Probably not, but it'll be fun. Oh, hey, Frank with the cleanup.
How was that?
Okay. Gonna have to take back half of the mean things I said about Brittany recently. All right, we got decent stock built up for the party though, so we can indulge a little bit more in future combats. Okay, what do we got here? There's a pressure plate there, which goes up to the next floor for the locked door. To the right, there's a staircase going down, which we'll check afterwards. Okay. I wonder how this works with random encounters. I guess we'll find out. Oh, this pattern again. Come on, game. Oh, all right. At least those two are close enough to incinerate. Oh, I hate him so much. Actually, what does Johnny have for his magic? This might work. It did not. That's okay. You know, the good thing about this enemies, they'll keep giving us more chances to work it out. Let's turn into, you know, it's a giant stone monster with thing on its head. Let's turn into a monster with things on our head. Best we can do. But yeah, so gosh, what about Chichen and Itza? Not to distract from Shania's ongoing attempts to demonetize the channel before we get monetized in the first place. I forget. Ebony plus. Ooh, that's yeah. Oh, that's only for air. Good that she has red bounce though. That's good. We're just gonna punch him. We're just gonna punch him. When in doubt, use muscle on man. She's got a good haymaker, and I respect that. but it's a little resource intensive, but I don't feel like getting attacked. But anyway, yeah. So Chichen is a real city, not the capital of the Maya civilization, because they were kind of decentralized. It's more of an ethnic group than a nation per se. They definitely predate the nation state in the modern understanding of it. But yeah, Yucatan, Mexico. Almost caught me talking. Oh, hit area expand. That's worthwhile. Yeah, let's see. So we're talking about like 800 AD, give or take, for the establishment of the city. Beautiful place, beautiful architecture, heritage center, temple. Had there's a whole settlement there, outbuildings, one of the famous ball courts of the Maya, tied into religious observations, supposedly including their sacrificial rites. Okay, another save point down below. Another locked door on one side. 3 doors there. Oy, this dungeon. It's not as bad as the Lower Niam ruins, however, so we got that going for us. Lol, what? Oh, okay, wait, is this gonna open like multiple doors in sequence?
What's your favorite?
Oh, this isn't fair at all! Oh, I hate this! Wow, okay, how to handle this. Well, combos and prayer. Frank is a little short on MP, so we will use a standard attack with him. You know, I say that. Oh, we can't actually afford Demon Bomb. Alright. Double instant. Now there'll be more opportunities later. I wonder if Seismic Wave will do it. Let's find out. More hits means more combo. Did not mean to combo on that. Oops. Okay, but not a waste, because that's turns out what we needed to finish it off. Johnny, you're on cleanup. I guess we'll just beat this thing down and recharge some of our stock, because we spent it on pretty much everybody. Except Johnny. Johnny's fine. But, yeah, I am not enough of a scholar to be able to tell you when the city of Itza and the sacred cenote is. It's like, sort of defining religious, the temple. Okay, yeah, not only is there not this, like, Legends of the Hidden Temple thing going on inside, the temple at Chichen is built on top of a cenote. And for those of you not into archaeology, that is a limestone freshwater sinkhole, naturally occurring well, with like tidal action refreshment. They're all over Yucatan, and they are really cool. If you ever get the chance to go swimming in a cenote, it is worth the trip to do so. It's a religious experience. And the sacred cenote of Chichen Itza was a...
This type of audience is always welcome.
What do you want? It was an important religious site. So they built up the whole temple around it, including this awesome pyramid structure. The city is because of the Spanish, like a lot of the culture, is going to be abandoned, and I do not know precisely when. But it is largely reclaimed by the jungle. It is kind of like equatorial rainforest there, and it is. I mean, it's incorrect to say rediscovered because the modern, well, the ongoing descendants of the Maya people still inhabit the Yucatan to this day. There's something like 6 million, and they never left, even if they had to put up with some conquistador jackasses throughout history. And everybody did in Central America. It's unavoidable. Okay, we'll get some flamethrower action here. But the city is largely reclaimed by the jungle around it, and it is in the kind of early, what we would call, I guess, like modern archaeology craze, which starts in the Victorian years, 1800s, 1850 and onwards. Moving and going on to the Regency, the Edwardian period afterwards. And if you're not familiar with the history of archaeology as social science, early archaeology has kind of a theme to it. And that theme is rich white guys, mostly from England, but also some from France, and a few Spaniards, finding ancient cities, temples, cultural heritage sites, and stealing everything that isn't nailed down, and then taking a pry bar and removing all of like the gold and precious metal inlay and gemstones from the walls, taking everything shiny, and then selling everything else to museums or stealing it for private collections. Think of like the villain from any early Indiana Jones story, and that has nothing on the actual historic practices of early archaeology. It wasn't a cultural science. It wasn't anthropology yet. It was theft. It was adventurism and a chance to get your name in the papers and steal a bunch of cool shit. And you have such excesses of, oh yeah, we're in a lot of tombs in Egypt, and we're disinterring mummies because we want to rob their burial masks and any jewelry that they might have had on them. And we're using the mummified remains of Egyptian royalty from the First Kingdom as fuel, literally burning them to stay warm at night, and or, arguably more insulting, grinding them up to make cosmetics and paint. Mummy brown is a real thing that happened in history. So that's early archaeology. And that is the lens through which we are going to look at, starting in the 1860s, I think, some of the first Western exploration. Well, Northern, I suppose, since it was mostly Americans. But the exploration of Chichen Itza. And, on the standards of archaeologists at the time, it wasn't the most evil. Arc Cure. I actually have to check it if someone can use that. Alright, right after that. Okay, that's another skull for another door. I love that. Is this one just a red herring on the side? That doesn't go anywhere? Oh wait, there's a treasure chest there. Ah. Instant death. Alright, I'll take it. Praise Chalk. Praise Chalk, indeed. Okay, well, let's... I wanted to check rings anyway, so add-on effect for Shania, instant death. And okay, for Frank, we will give him Petrify. Oh, I just don't have that. I just don't have as many attack boosts as I thought. That's fine. Johnny's got paralysis. We got 3 characters with a save or die effect on their weapons. I'm okay with that. Can we tighten up his? Make that a bit bigger. That. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. All right. And there was there was a save point right over yonder. Ugh, another double. I hate these guys.
This be my lucky day.
Well, you know what? Ricardo has still got some MP. I think he'll be able to get both of them. I don't think Johnny has any magic, which is be super. It says he'll catch both of them. Okay. Okay, we'll risk that. You know, it's better than nothing. That's what we're working. Oh, he's at the wrong angle. I hate that for us. Okay, magic instead. That's fine. I don't think Frank has enough MP for Ninja Star. I really should have filled him up manually. I didn't. Let's go with La Sirene. These guys are fire elemental. I think I have some decent ice damage. But anyway, so yeah, the early sort of archaeology in Chichen Itza is they take more pictures than they do artifacts, kind of. It's not as terrible as it could be. And the dude who is sort of going to become kind of like the leading, we'll say scholar, we'll be polite, is a bloke named Edward H. Thompson, and he is he's an American. He's from Massachusetts. He is the United States counsel to the Yucatan. So he's a state official, and none of the. Yeah. Well, I was hoping I could double him. I can't. We'll just get one of them. But yeah, he's the U.S. counsel to the Yucatan, and he gets super interested in Chichen Itza, which at the time is still largely overgrown, and he wants to see. He wants to explore it. He wants to know more about it. Good for him. And his means of doing that is that he basically purchases a large plot of land, a large hacienda, that happens to include like all of the grounds of this old city. Oh, come on, Frank. Just wait until it falls down. It's not hard. Tiffler 1989. You have apologies. You caught me in the middle of a history lesson. Yes. I have played all of the Shadow Hearts games, including Kodelka. The previous project in this time slot on this channel was a playthrough of Covenant, and we're doing New World now. We skipped Shadow Hearts 1, simply because the gameplay is a little bit janky. But I do love the story and the time loop tie-in to Covenant. Covenant is a lot of people's favorite, and I probably agree with that. I enjoy New World for what it is. It is denser and wackier. Frank the Ninja is an inspiration to all of us, and Ricardo is a sheer delight. But it is not a better game than Cuphead. And Yuri and Blanca, and okay, Joaquin will always be near and dear to the heart.
Hey you, be sure to brush your teeth.
Oh hey, they gave us a free 10. How did they know I was about to use one? If I can make it to the save point without getting pulled into another fucking random encounter. It's right there. Okay. Okay. Running fully out of MP. Alright. That's everybody topped up. Delicious. We got a warrior skull. Let's try it over in this hallway. There you go, Johnny. You defile this cultural site. Way to go. And we will go down and down. But yes, this bloke, like mentioned, Edward H. Thompson, counsel, he buys the whole area. And at least as he understands it, it's his property. All of the grounds of Chichen Itza, the Temple of Kukulkan. Kukulkan. Kukulkan is an Irish cultural hero. I'm going to keep doing that. It's very distracting. Apologies. He spends 30 years not developing the site, but exploring it. And this is some of this is in fairness, mentioning that at the time archaeology is mostly dudes like stealing mummies and grinding them up for paint. He actually does stumble into like what we would in modernity, yes, instant death, into what we would consider to be actual good, like actual meaningful archaeology. Takes a lot of pictures, charts out the grounds, attempts to recreate some of the like murals, clear the vegetation away from them. Takes famously like plaster casts of the stonework, the very intricate designs around the temple grounds. Thinking in our own playthrough right here, the standing like scary face little monoliths, the plinths, lining the stairs going up to the temple. Those are real. They're further away and they're like part of larger structure, but that's an actual thing. That's in the Maya style. So he does legitimately good archaeology. At least as good as anybody at the time is doing. He also, as noted, as the standard of the time, he steals everything which is not bolted down and pries off many of the things that are. In his own private collection, he is the, he's the foremost mind in his generation of scholarship about the Maya, because he's the one who steals all of the artifacts. He does, again, this is 30 years of quote-unquote scholarship, while he is he owns the land, and this is what he chooses to do with it. Blinking light. Fruity fiber. I think that is probably for Heal Day. That sounds like it is one of her gimmicks. And the Mexican government, which, exists. Thompson is 1894. Specifically, the Mexican government actually, says, hey, dude, this is a cultural heritage site. You might own the land, but you didn't, that doesn't mean you own the temple and the history of the Maya people and, the 26 different ethnic groups who are their modern descendants in Mexico, in Yucatan. So they end up seizing his hacienda, seizing the land, seizing his assets. He has to flee the country because there's a warrant outstanding for his arrest. As this is a, it's a sort of reclaiming cultural heritage movement from jackass American archaeologists. I can't really blame the Federales for doing this. And Chichen Itza itself, following the sort of expulsion of this one private dude who is doing most of the quote-unquote work on the site, it's recognized as a heritage site, and it is 1926 that it basically becomes not like a national park, but recognized as a protected, government-controlled archaeological site and cultural heritage site in Mexico. Repeat, that happens in 1926. Welcome to Shadow Hearts from the New World, where it is the year of our Lord 1927. So, adding to our list of federal crimes being committed by our protagonist, in addition to... We got a pass for the fact that the Grand Canyon is tribal grounds because Shania is a tribal princess. There is no such excuse for us breaking into and looting the Temple of Culiacan in Chichen Itza. We are breaking Mexican law at this very moment. And Johnny, I'd say, would be in a lot of trouble. Now, has he killed 80 men, including numerous federal corrections officers back in the United States? Yes, sure. Compared to that, I don't think his sentence is going to be meaningfully increased. But it is good to know that, we fled the States after the massacre in Las Vegas, and we could not stay out of trouble a single week. We just had to keep breaking federal law with the different federals. Have I mentioned that I love this game series because I get to talk about stuff like that? Come on, Johnny. He had 46 health.
Don't ever let me see you again.
Alright, we still have the blinking light. Wait, where did it go? How does this... Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, that opened this door. Oh, I hate it. Wait, is it like I trigger it from the other side and then have to hit that one and run to catch up? We'll find out. What else is over here? This would not be so difficult if it weren't for the random encounters. I guess that is going to be the epitaph of most of our adventures. I'm actually not going to do that with Johnny, because I think I can catch them with Ricardo instead, and it will do more damage. We'll go on this side. Need up this boy's crest, or his magic, or something. Doesn't have quite the amount of knockdown power I want. But yeah, mentioning also, semi-disjointedly, the early archaeology and anthropological studies of Edward H. Thompson. He wasn't the kookiest. But he was definitely an eccentric, as he got interested in the lost cities and ancient civilizations of Central America. Yes, the Yucatan with with an existent ethnic group still living there, that lost civilization. But because his particular interest, what got him into archaeology at the time, I guess if you want to call it archaeology, was he was a big believer in Atlantis. And I could do an entire episode on the Atlantis craze, which was really prominent at the time. A lot of history's great kooks and some of our great monsters. Looking at you, the actual Nazis, were really big in Atlantis as a pursuit. And Thompson, not a Nazi, at least to the best of my knowledge, but was definitely into Atlantis as a, oh yeah, it is entirely reasonable that the civilizations in Central America, South and Central America, it's not that they were just, the ethnic groups which happened to live in that area and built temples, had their own religion and their own, their own pursuits and their own interests, etc. They were definitely the survivors of of the fanciful and I assume lily white settlement of Atlantis, lost continent, and after Atlantis had sank into the ocean, obviously the descendants of Atlantis, or perhaps they were Atlantean colonies, because go figure, you're doing archaeology in 1880. You're going to view the world through the lens of colonialism. But the idea that that is what these cities in the jungles of Central America obviously were. That would explain their impressive architecture and the fact that they had similar cultural touchstones in architecture and design, points of religion, linguistic roots between Maya, Toltec, Aztec, separated by thousands of miles and hundreds and hundreds of years in a civilization which did not have roads or use the wheel for transport. Obviously, the easiest explanation for this is that they were all the descendants of the Atlantean proto-civilization. And if I just described the plot of a season of Stargate, you're welcome. Johnny, you can't even kill a mook. I'm upset with you, Johnny. Frank is the good boy. Frank is killing mooks from hell to breakfast. Come on, man. Try to keep up, John. Boy detective. Will regular attack get 91? I'm not sure, but I bet a flamethrower will. When in doubt, use a flamethrower. Doesn't matter what game. Alien Swarm, Helldivers, Space Hulk. I like some free stock gauge. I'm okay with that. half and half. All right, all right, all right. So, that. So this just goes over. Yeah, that door is. We've already pillaged that. This door goes back to the center, which we know about. And I don't think that does anything else for us. Ah, okay. I don't think we have not done the one to the right there. If I am paying attention correctly, are we gonna use a tent this quickly and this recklessly? Absolutely. Because Gerard Majumel is a personal friend of mine, and I will happily support his traveling lifestyle with his best boy Bugan. Oh, I get it. I get it, and I hate it. Okay, so we have to hit the one on the left. I'm pointing at my screen again. You can't see what I'm pointing at the screen. We hit the one on the left, then the one on the right. Then we go through the door in the middle, which opens from the one on the left. We already know that. And we have to blitz it to get to the middle center on the lower level. Whoop, 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 whoop. Beautiful. I'm so fast and so good at video games. And is it the upper left quadrant that has the locked door? I should have been paying better attention to that. Now I will inevitably get lost for half an hour trying to find the door that skull goes into. But the puzzle has been foiled. And that's the important part. How's Johnny? Oh, Johnny's got full stock. We'll do a combo. Can't catch both of them with the magic. And they're fire resistant, so we will actually skip the flamethrower and just shoot them with the guitar. About as much damage, save money. Not bad. I think Frank can do that with just Marlin Saber. Good man, Frank. Hit him with the fish. Looking pretty good. I like getting tents for free. I mean, I have so many, they're cheap, but it's just always nice. Oh. Right. have to circle back around again. You know, the really depressing thing about all these random encounters is I'm going to have to come back here with Mao afterwards and scum up cat coins for an hour. Oh, which reminds me, I have enough to do the next Paramount Pictures quest. I will, I might, well, I don't think we're going to get out of this dungeon before, before time's up tonight. On the off chance we do, we'll visit Paramount next. Not with a ring like that. That's on me. Give this one to Ricardo. Yeah, he can finish that off, and he should get his second stock gauge. And then we will play them a little song. Joke's on you, monster. I don't even like Johnny. That's not true. I'm tough on Johnny because I know he can do better, right? I'm there with Lenny. I just want to see the boy apply himself. And not get mixed up with organized crime. Too late. Yeah, I'll give this one to John Boy. That's cool. Oh, I thought that would be enough against Stellar Magic. Or oh wait, no, it's because he still has stock. Oh, doesn't matter. That is still a thing that they carried over from Covenant, where if you get like the fourth person in a combo and onwards can use combo magic, really powerful 64 MP attacks, usually like full field hitting or very large area of effect. In this, I think there's the additional requirement that they have to be like not just the last person in the combo, but they have to be like the last person capable of the combo. And out of stock. I can double check that. I don't know. Oh, look. Oh, they're so close together! I am going to snap a picture of everybody, just to pass the turn to Ricardo, who can open with proper magic. I don't want Johnny knocking people out of alignment.
Okay, look over here.
Also, never hurts to have more snap cards. With his two-tone Ricky Ricardo mustache. Alright. Super effective. Good man, Frank. Even Johnny can't screw this up. What do you know? Johnny didn't screw it up.
Chalk up another win for me.
Full stock gauge. I love it. You know, people's resources are doing... You know, they gave us a free tent, we're gonna use a free tent. They also gave us this skull! The hell if I know where it came from.
What? Is this malice?
It's a pulsing red light, Johnny. What do you think?
Let's hurry.
Yo, Team Evil!
Hey, so now why don't you tell me what you know?
You want to know how to restore her humanity. Please wait just a little bit longer. You never know what can happen. Maybe she knows how to do it herself.
What are you talking about?
Look.
Get that girl a jacket!
What is all this?
Her bodysuit is tied in over her thong.
Watch closely and you'll find out.
Literally the Penguin. Yes, literally Oswald Cobblepot. If he had pretensions of scholarship as opposed to, you know, New England old money politics.
What is that?
It's called malice. I don't have enough time to explain it to you. But for now, let's just say that its power is the key to restoring her humanity.
You're saying if we release it, then Lady will become human again?
Yes. As far as I know, there are only 2 more sites of sealed malice left in America. Now, if you could release that power...
I understand. And now that you told me, we don't need you anymore.
Now, let's not be hasty. I'm sure she could find the ruins without any assistance from you or me or anybody else. However, what if there were others out there? Others who were trying hard to interfere?
What?
Also, I want to point out, Nikolai Conrad, just ahead of his time.
We found her!
Shania, what's gotten into you?
She is the sworn enemy of the princess and of our entire tribe.
So what you're saying is that she is the real enemy?
The people trying to get in Lady's way, are these the ones?
That's not all they're doing. It's a lot worse than that. They're trying to murder your poor lady as well.
Murder her? Lady?
By the way, Mr. Killer, remember when you were in Las Vegas the other day? Didn't you see something a bit strange? Like a warp in reality, and right in the middle of it, into this world, came a giant beast? Ha!
Bastard. How long have you been following us?
A miracle. Just one of them. And only those who have been touched by Lady's power can perform them. The power to summon gods. A power of unparalleled scope from another world. With an insatiable desire to destroy the weak and foolish.
Gods. You call that a god?
Hey, yo, Natan could just shoot the guy.
That's not a bad idea. Stand back. Let's see if I can perform one of your so-called miracles.
Move it! You're in the way!
The only ones in the way are you!
Also, I will say props to Shania. She sees a moe. She sees a moe and she come out with hatchets. It's like, yeah, no, we ain't doing side quests. We killing her with hatchets. I respect that. I respect clarity, drive, purpose, hatchets.
What do you got for us, killer? Oh! What in the Castlevania is going on here? Yo! I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the name because I'm going to get it wrong and do a lot of damage. Oh, sick! Biblically accurate boss fight here. I kind of love everything about it. The chattering, the fact that it has multiple sets of chattering teeth for eyes that are all chattering at different frequencies is phenomenal. Chef's kiss, no notes, perfect monster design. I think it probably has a bite attack. Oh man. What do we got? I don't know if we'll need any of the melodies for spirit points. Mostly we use it for a flamethrower. Does he have any? He has buff, but not. Yeah, we are going to. You know, I never use Arc Mirage. Let's actually try it. And then on Shania's, when it comes to Shania's, actually, yeah, we're gonna combo into. Oh, we can't combo with a curative. That's fine. We are gonna, yeah, we'll bust everybody's evasion, right? Why not? When it comes to Shania, we will use, I believe it is, I think it's Thunderbird that has Arc Gale. And we will speed everybody up because haste is life. Frank, buddy, you're gonna do your thing. Yeah, we'll save some stock for the moment. How is? Okay, the monster's starting with almost a full stock gauge. Let's knock his teeth out. He's got plenty. Keep him down. Johnny. We are going to immediately forget what everybody's special abilities are. Yeah, let's snap a picture. Let's This one's going in the album because no one's going to believe it otherwise.
Over here. Smile and say cheese.
It's actually okay. For the first time, that's actually appropriate for Johnny to say. Yeah, I think we want Thunderbird. It might be La Siren. We can change if necessary. I need to write myself a cheat sheet to remember which fusion has which special abilities associated with it. That's on me. Okay. Not this one. Okay. Then it must be La Siren. Or I don't have Arc Gale yet, and I'm just completely forgetting this. Oh, that's nice. It actually, I haven't done a direct change before. It doesn't have the. Oh wait, no. This has barrier and shield. Oh, okay. That's on me. We just don't have Gale yet. Okay, no biggie. Tatanka has Rage. I know that much. It's cool that you can just switch between the two. I've gone mad with my very limited amount of power. So special skills, Arc Rage, all allies, and punch the monster. Start punching the monster. That's juicy. I like it. I don't like that it screams at us. I'm not super thrilled by that. I'm not gonna lie. Ninja Frank. It's close. Okay, we'll jump back to Shania. And we wanted... I was done with the combo anyway. Cool, cool, cool. She is going to hard hit to keep his stock down. That's not bad. That's not bad for this point in the game. 477, I'm okay with that. Ricardo, no, he has double available. I am going to give us some passive regen and light the monster on fire with flamethrower. Yeah, it's pretty resistant. Physical is gonna be the way to go. We'll stick with that. That's fine. Yeesh! Oh, all three of us. Okay, not great, but we got a little bit of healing. Not enough to keep Ricardo in the fight if he takes another hit, though. So Johnny is going to take care of that for us. See. I don't like that. Oh, 89 damage. That's not so bad. I would say it's called Wipeout, which terrifies me. The fact that they sealed Frank is unfortunate, but he's a bruiser. He can manage. Johnny is, yeah, Seal is no special abilities or magic, which, I mean, for Johnny that's not such a huge problem. Fun note for abusing the combo system. For when a character has a buff on them, like Rainbow Oath, they get it multiple times in sequence since it counts as multiple turns. Very handy. Yeah, it doesn't really have the stock to have to worry about. Punches. I see no reason. Yeah, I see no reason not to combo with Ricardo. I got some poison on him. I love that. I love that. We will punch the stock down so he doesn't get to double us. Well, I have a feeling it seems to get multiple turns in a row anyway. At least it won't get two sets of multiple turns. Oh, look at him trying to bite. Ooh, 202 from the poison. That's great. This is more than the rest of Ricardo's turn. Everyone is out of stock. That is fine. Oh, he only has 72 health. Bye. Truly a noble creature.
Rough him up.
Ha! So the gods were beaten by a miserable bunch like you. Well then, the gods aren't really much after all, are they?
Hey, yo, we beat up the Abrahamic god in the previous game, my guy. I don't know what to tell you.
Now then. What's that, sister? You want me to kill you first? Lady?
Johnny passes out immediately upon seeing a cute girl kissing another cute girl. He is at that age, isn't he? Yeah, no, incredible emotional range, Johnny, yes. He sucks so much. Killer's great for what he, like, when they have the conceit of our actual, like, the villain we're most concerned about is Lady, who is going around turning, you know, the beaten, the broken, and the damned into malice monsters, either intentionally or incidentally, and being just generally moe. Partnering her with a guy who is trying so hard to be villainous on his two-note characterization. I kill people. They call me Killer. I kill people. And since he is a malice monster, you will note the glowing red eyes. He's Lady's familiar. He is a summon creature. He's just not aware of that yet. But yes, so incredibly straightforward, and it works in a way that it probably shouldn't. Like, it's an incredibly dumb concept, executed, I think, very, very well. How are we going to Rio? Chichen Itza is not close to Rio de Janeiro. What happened? Did Roger sweep in and pick us up with the bacon jet? Because okay, you know, I guess I'll just trigger the thing, because I totally forgot Rio was a thing. No, we walked here.
Okay, I'm gonna go sightseeing.
All right, we'll be going to check out that direction.
Don't go getting lost on us now, kid.
Okay, all right, I'm going already.
What happened? Everyone just ditches Johnny and Rio. I mean, he was okay.
We now
Look,
find ourselves in Rio de Janeiro.
thank you,
It's
Johnny.
a city in South America. After losing to Lady, we stayed in Mr. Capone's summer house. Lenny cried like a baby. It was really embarrassing. It seems like Shania and Nathan have been traveling and hunting Lady for a while. But they've never told me why. During the time we had to rest and recover from our injuries, a detective called Ness came around. Apparently Killer, who's the serial killer that was hanging around with Lady and Gilbert, has ended up crossing the border into South America. So Detective Ness started griping to Mr. Capone that because he made it across the border, the police can't do a thing now. After hearing this, we borrowed a plane from Mr. Capone and flew down to South America. For the time being, we're going around looking for leads in the big cities. So now we've come here to Rio de Janeiro. But ever since that day, Shania's been depressed. Was not being able to catch Lady that much of a shock to her? Oh yeah, there's something else I don't understand. Why didn't she just kill us when she had the chance? It sure is strange. I still can't figure it out.
Yeah, what a succinct, like, end of chapter 1 or probably end of chapter 2 little summary. Here's what happened. Here's why we're suddenly in Rio. We are okay. At least we got something out of killing all those cops and Irish mob on behalf of Al Capone. Since he's not going to open the books for us, at least we got, you know, we are owed a favor and we put it to decent use. The city of passion and samba. You're gonna pass out from the heat in those clothes. You got to liberate yourself. I mean, I don't know. A trivia contest about the world. I'll fail that, sure. 10 questions total. Oh man, it's timed again? Why are they doing this? Okay. How many security zones? 3 security zones in Roswell. Where Paramount Pictures is in Hollywood. A sunken ship. What color is the megaphone being used? Pink? Apparently not. How do they know that? They've never been there. Alright, I'll come back to her on my own time. Let's see. Growth, we're entering the South American era, turning over a new leaf, getting into the coffee business. What a strange development. Okay. There's tons of dirty houses over there. It's a favela, son! Show some respect, fucking tourists. I think we can actually go in here, but we'll scope out a little bit more. But we can't go back until we find some clues. Yeah, thanks, Shaggy. Very helpful. Oh, we found a lottery member. Okay. Leonardo's bear. I want one of those. We haven't had the chance to purchase them yet, and I don't care about them. I don't want a Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye makes the ring disappear. But if I can get a Leonardo's, that'd be great. Easy peasy. We haven't had a lot of instant death enemies, but the fact means that we will be. Okay, picture trading. I don't think this guy is. Is he actually going to tell us what we get for it? No, he is not. So it goes. I don't even know what a number. Oh, I think we do have that many number 3s. Yeah, that was from the previous dungeon. What do you got? Oh, hey, we got a Mind's Eye, which I didn't even want. Awesome. Still doesn't hurt to have. Hilde, get back in the party. No, gonna keep hanging out? That's fine. Homesick tourists. A left-behind reporter. He wants to see a talking animal or something. Gosh, guy, I don't know. Ricardo, we are not going to give him a moment's peace and a chance to escape from machinations of gringos. We are Legion. All right, Mao, what do you got for me? A sushi restaurant is going to be opening here soon. Japanese culture in South America. Oh my goodness. That is the new version of the Man Festival. Instead of curry men, it is sushi men. I don't know that I do not recall the requirements to unlock that. I think you have to get all of Hilde's forms. Or like find all of her like magazines, get all of her special abilities unlocked. That's probably not going to happen. Because I don't use her that much, and you have to like juggle her like what body type she's in. Well, I don't know. Depends on how into it I get. Yeah, I think this is like the newspaper office here. Oh no, not gonna let us in. It's hard to find clues. As Johnny immediately wanders into the bad part of town, presumably to begin shanking the locals. Little kid likes fireworks, can't blame her, fireworks are pretty rad. Appropriately enough, Frank is going through the trash, looking for his next weapon upgrade. Frank, what are you doing?
Oh, boy! Can't you tell just by looking? I'm collecting information.
I don't know about that. It looks like you're just scrounging for trash.
Ha ha! Boy's still green, isn't he? Wise man once said, the fundamentals of detective work are in the trash.
Oh, is that right? Well, knock yourself out. Good luck with that. I mean, that's more sensible than most of the things that Frank says. He's a crazy man. He's been separating trash for quite a while. Frank, I mean, honestly, Frank is the one who's looking for clues. I don't agree with his method. And I don't think he's likely to get results, but at least he understood the assignment, so he's got that going. Does my boy Gerard have any new weapons for us? How are the Just Us guys looking? Curatives is the same. Ooh, yep. New weapons. Dagger, new axes. Oh, that's nice. 12 points is a pretty good upgrade. Mausers for Natan. I think it's a bit of a downgrade from his 45s, but I just work here. Okay, the fireworks saber has to be around. The little girl was just talking about fireworks, so we can find a firework and steal it for Frank, because he gets his weapons for free. And a new guitar for El Mariachi, of course. And we already upgraded armor in our previous stop. Yeah, I'll drop a cool 11,000. Oh no! Discount has betrayed me. Oh, we lose. Oh, geez, you lose discount level in this game. That's new. That's different. Alright, well, that's fine. I don't mind paying full price. I prefer not to, but... all y'all need to be on the lookout for a firework somewhere. Big ol' blow the children's hands off M80 looking enormous bottle rocket, because it is going to be Frank's new weapon. I assume by putting a hilt upon it and swinging it, you know, on general principle. Where did you see fireworks, child? I will steal them for my guy. Oh, wait, here we go. What's this? What a fancy tube. Oh, it's because Frank isn't in the party at the moment. Alright, well, we'll have to come back here when we have control of Frank to steal that. Soccer fans in Rio, yeah, that scans. Hey, yo, Frank, join me for theft. No? He doesn't want it. Okay. Yeah, this is the favela. What did I say? I called that. Johnny's pretty bold for a white boy wandering around Rio, I'm gonna tell you. Oh, is that enough for a scene trigger? Yo, Frank, what you got for me, boy? Boy! Look at this! Yes, look at the garbage.
Quiet! That loud voice is embarrassing. What are you ranting about? Serial killer spotted at South American ruins. Mysterious lady nearby. Wow, that's pretty horrible. Hey, wait a second.
Frank did it! Frank got the scoop!
Man, never thought we'd find a clue in the paper. Anyway, we have to go there. Oh, it's no good. It's no good. I saw that article earlier, too. According to the locals, this paper is always full of lies.
Well, this photo doesn't look fake. Why don't we just go directly to the person who wrote this and ask them? Yeah, it's the newspaper office. It's right next door. Yep, we'll head there right away. Do I have the party again? Because I want to steal fireworks from the child. Here's the thing about living in the favela. Tourists can make it worse.
What's this?
The fireworks tube. You'd better not touch it.
Fireworks?
You don't know what they are?
How should I say? Johnny, you live in New York. You're an American in the 1920s. You know what fireworks are.
How should I explain? Fireworks are solidified gunpowder that you light, burn, and explode to enjoy the sight and sounds. Yes. Yeah, that's exactly correct. Thank you, Frank. By mixing different chemicals with the gunpowder, you can change the color. They're mainly for signaling or fun.
You really know a lot about them.
Actually, Daddy was a fireworks engineer, famous across the states.
Huh, really? Well, why didn't you say anything until now?
Daddy wanted me to succeed him. Old Frank chose the path of the ninja to preserve the peace of the states. Of course, I don't regret it, but sometimes I just wonder. Instead of living in the shadows as a ninja, I could have given peace to people through fireworks in the sky.
That's pretty heavy.
But this is my fateful meeting. If old Frank does this, his regrets will be instantly resolved. Here and now, the realization of ninja and fireworks collaboration. This is Fireworks Saber.
It was a good story to that point. Putting both together puts an end to both the fireworks and the ninja.
Yo, I love this. I love this camera. I love this. Just like point that directly at Johnny's doubting face and dumb hair. Look, Frank only explodes when he intends to. He is a professional. Well, he's a semi-gifted amateur. So what is that? Yeah, 100, 112. Great upgrade. Again, as good as anybody gets. And it was free. We saved 3,600 gold. Expensive fireworks, I tell you. Yeah, I'm just about at time here, but I mean the office is right here, so yeah, let's check them out. And I guess we'll get set up for our next sequence.
This must be the place. Excuse me? Hello?
I like this guy.
Hello, real sports editing department. Huh? Not you again. You moron! Hand it in tomorrow? Today, or else. Huh?
Hello? Excuse me, I was wondering...
Take a look around. Everybody's out and I'm busy, okay? Later, much later.
We don't have much time ourselves. Now, does this paper print fact, or is this fiction?
We would never print a lie in this newspaper. Come to think of it, there might have been one or two fishy stories lately.
Fishy stories? Like what kind?
Eh.
Where? Here they are. Lauded UFO legend lands in Roswell. Giant cat commands crime crown in Chicago Mafia.
That's you!
Yeah, nobody with half a brain would believe this.
No, not us! Not us!
Where was this photo taken?
That's good
In the
journalism.
western part of the continent, near the Machu Picchu ruins. I took this photo myself. Not bad, huh?
Yeah, thanks.
What a weird lady.
That's the most sensible NPC interaction with the party. Like, hey, get out of my office. I'm busy. Don't say I'm a liar.
The Machu Picchu ruins are far from here. If we don't hurry...
I said wait! Shania, what's going on?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Like I really believe you. It's like you're really impatient about something.
No, Johnny, you triggered a tragic backstory. Oh, you didn't. Nope, never mind. Still pending. Okay, well, then I guess Machu Picchu will be our next destination. Going from one, cultural heritage site of the old world, or I guess the new world, to use the European parlance, to the next. I am quite certain there's going to be some cleanup and side quests. I will want to check back in the Grand Canyon to see how we're doing with Yumas and the usual missable stuff to stay on top of that. Probably will end up being a level or two higher next time for scumming up cat coins back in Chichen Itza. We will hit up Paramount with Mao before we get to the next dungeon proper. So look for that next time. For now, that puts us to 9 o'clock, and this seems like a very natural and apt break point for the evening. So, thank you for joining us for a little bit of history and a little bit of hysteria, as the plot has thickened into a wonderful, murderous, bitey, monstrous goulash. Always here for it. For now, yeah, as ever, thank you for joining. Take care of yourselves. Failing that, take care of each other. Stay hydrated. Be excellent one and all. And I will hopefully catch you in the next one.